I just gotta tell somebody.
I feel good.
Gotta party, I gotta tell
So
somebody.
good. I feel good.
Man, this
When I feel good, I just wanna spread love.
That's all I can do.
That's what I'm made of. I just wanna spread love.
Come and get some.
Ain't got nothing else to do with it. If you need love, come and get it.
Come and get it.
Ain't got nothing else to do with it. If you need love, come and get it.
Come and get it.
I wish this feeling would last forever.
Oh, man.
Forever. I wish this feeling would last forever. I feel good.
Man, I gotta tell somebody. God almighty.
Welcome to the huddle. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. If you are that one, then you already know you are enough. That's why you're here. Because you know you one of the ones that can get it right when everything going wrong. You are enough. And when you know that about yourself, you know you are a part of the we. And we all we got. We all we need. I want to give a shout out to my executive producer, my wardrobe coordinator, my wife, Lakeisha. Say, baby, what I'm wearing today. She say, blue and black. I say, you say it like that means something. What that mean, blue and black? She said, well, those are the type of ink that you write in professionally. So tonight I want you to write some real heroism in the hearts and souls of heroes and sheroes that pay you some attention. So I want you to do it in blue and black ink. I say less, baby. You already know how this go. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Alexa, what's the most powerful music in the world?
Hood Soul by Trab P.
Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trab P.
We already know how it go. Alexa, one time.
Good God Almighty, Trab P, you blanking.
Give it up for the executive producer and the co-host. We like to start off every show with a hero hymn. The hero hymn is the mighty hymn within me, the mighty hero spirit. We know that spirit means wind. Spirit means air. We breathe the wind and the air, so spirit means breath. To inhale, to exhale. The system which we inhale and exhale is called our respiratory system. You see how this works. So when I inhale the mighty spirit, the mighty wind, the mighty air, and as I exhale it past my vocal cords, it causes a vibration that we know is sound. When you feel that sound, just as much as you hear it, we connect in the hero spirit to truly understand. We all we got. We all we need. Tonight's hero hymn says, I'm the son of a gun. Ever since my mother's lover shot me, nothing or nobody been able to stop me. I'm the son of a gun. Ever since my mother's lover shot me, Nothing or nobody been able to stop me. In a single healthy man's ejaculation or orgasm, 40 million to 1.2 billion sperm cells comes out in the mighty thrust of the gun. And they all shooting for the target. Millions upon millions. You made it. I made it. We made it. Think of how powerful you are. These are lottery chances. 40 million to 1.2 billion sperm cells are shot by God's gun to the divine target, and they swim and they go and they thrive and they strive as millions and millions fall off, and you made it. I'm the son of a gun. Ever since my mother's lover shot me, nothing or nobody been able to stop me. If you feel it, then it is in you. Let it drive you. Tonight's word, man. It's a powerful word tonight. Tonight's word is humble. Are you humble? When are you humble? Who told you to be humble? Why are you humble? Alexa, what is the meaning of humble?
The word humble is an adjective that describes something or someone that is not proud or arrogant, instead being modest. It can also be a verb, in which case it means to lower something in condition, importance, or dignity.
Someone who is not prideful, arrogant, they're modest. It means to lower one's importance. Who told you to be humble and why? See, as a black man, I was raised with a particular relationship with this word humble. See, I was raised by a man who lived in segregation. And as a teenager was in the inception of integration. So he was cultivated with a particular message about being humble. See, being humble to my daddy and his daddy was a means of survival. Don't you be too prideful. Don't you be too boastful about who you is and what you know about yourself. Because that makes some people in this world uncomfortable. And when some people get uncomfortable with your pride, it draws on an innately nature to break you and break your pride and break your spirit. So you be humble so you don't be out nowhere and find yourself in a situation of a breaking. And that's what they knew. And it ain't about them being right or wrong. It was a time where this type of thinking was rooted in their survival. See, my daddy was born in 1955. The Civil Rights Act was in 1965. It would take about 5 more years for it to hit the general census of the mind of the people. So like I say, he was a teenager. I'm the first generation. You are too if you my age. Think about this. This ain't deep. We the first generation that can hold our head high, poke our chest out, and be proud in a room with other kind of folk and anywhere in this world. We're the first generation. So as being the first generation of being unapologetically proud of who I am, what I am, and what brought me to every moment, it wasn't understood by my elders. So when I first started to begin to understand this word, I was working at a paper mill. I was the youngest worker there for 8 years. This was a prestigious job in Charlotte, North Carolina at one particular time. I came in at 18, a football star, smart, with a chip on his shoulder because I felt like I deserved to be in college, but here I am finna work in a paper mill with pride to say I'm the best that's ever finna do this. And them old men say, why you got your chest poked out so much, boy? Humble yourself. And all I could ask was why? I'm trying to be the best. And I became the best that ever did it. All while the old men never understood the heroism that we talking tonight. Because I'm the first, we the first generation. Well, we ain't finna lower our importance of who we are. This thing is rooted so deep. I remember back in 2000. This ain't a long time ago. I bought a Lincoln Town Car. A regular old Lincoln Town Car. I was 20 years old. Making more than $20 an hour. I could afford any car I wanted at that time. These old men said, don't you drive that car to work. I say, why? And you don't want them to know you got no nice things. They'll get rid of you if they know you ain't got no nice things. You need to humble yourself. I told them, hey man, you got to get out of that thinking. This is why I became a true leader amongst men. This is what heroism is really all about. I said, let me tell y'all something. These people know what kind of money we make. They know what we can and can't do, and this ain't nothing. Don't you ever think you got to humble yourself to be less that of important to even be the seem that you know how to financially put yourself in a position to have what you want and what you need. Don't you play dumb? What kind of humble is that? I once heard from Mike Tyson on the Hot Box, chewing on this word for years. He said, a man should never wake up with the intentions to ever be humble. Alexa, what's the meaning of humble?
The word humble is an adjective that describes something or someone that is not proud or arrogant, instead being modest. It can also be a verb, in which case it means to lower someone in status, dignity, or importance.
Don't you ever wake up with intentions to not be humble, because life will humble you. You don't ever have to intend to be it. But every time you walk around the corner to pick up your baby or greet your man or your lady, you better be proud. You better be arrogant. You better be boastful in your stride. Because when I come around that corners and my baby look at the corner and they say, "That's my daddy," well, that's a hell of an honor to be. And that ain't less than important to nobody, daddy. See how that work? You see how that work? Do you understand? Shine, man. Shine. Be a superstar. We idolize superstars. But then we tell ourselves to be humble. We criticize as sports fans. We criticize LeBron James for his humility of an athlete. We criticize him for not being so egotistic and arrogant as Michael Jordan and Kobe. We say LeBron James don't have that killer instinct. When the game come to the line, he act like he ain't the most important player on the court. Man, we don't want no humble superstar. Alexa, what is the opposite of humble?
The opposite of humble is not meek or unassuming, but rather proud or boastful. Humble does not necessarily mean low or humble in a physical sense, but rather in a figurative sense of modest or self-deprecating. The antonym of humble is proud, which is characterized by a sense of self-importance or arrogance.
We don't want no superstar who ain't got a sense of self-importance and arrogance, that when the game on the line, he'll pass the ball to give his teammate the opportunity to make the crowd go wild. We don't want to idolize someone who's humble. We idolize Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, someone who has the killer instinct. There's no doubt in their mind they are the most important player on the court, on the field. It's all about me, 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 me. Give me the ball. Those are our heroes. But then we say be humble. Maybe because we think we ain't superstars. And then we play a particular tricky game. You take Steph Curry. We give him the humble tag. He's a modest superstar. He don't brag. He don't boast. He's not arrogant. He's the one we like. He's the mild version. But because we can't see things for what they are, we don't realize he's very proudful and arrogant. He don't have to shoot the ball from half court. He don't have to shoot the ball from the middle square. He can go up to the line every time and shoot a particular general 3-point and be efficient. Why does he have to throw the ball up, look away, run down court? Oh, that is very egotistical, proud, dominating, overbearing. If you're the opposition or defending me, I want to be overbearing on you. Give up. Stop. I can't be defeated. I'm the son of a gun. Ever since my mother's lover shot me, ain't nothing been able to stop me. There's nothing for me to be humble about. I made it here out of millions and millions and possibly billions. I made it. Who told you to be humble and why? See, we the first generation that's truly free to be in our mind. So when thy eye be single, the body shall be full of light. When the eye be single, you're dealing with your imagination. You're dealing with your self-image. You're dealing with where your confidence and source come from. When I see myself in my imagination, I see myself as a mighty, mighty, mighty being. So how do you expect me to be humble about that? And if you expect me to be humble about that, you crazy. Life will humble you. We have many forms. As a father, so let me teach you something. Talk this about humble, but it ain't about good or bad or right or wrong. I tell you, it's about balance. It's about understanding how it works. Now let me show you how life will humble you. See, as a father, I have my children and I have my woman. The essence of fatherhood, the essence of manhood is serving. You serve those. I'm a son, so I rise and do what a son do. I give energy, I give light, I give guidance, I give love, I give everything that's in me that's needed upon outside of me to survive as a source. So the essence of manhood is to serve. And as a servant, I know how important I am to those that depend on what I'm serving. That humbles me. Can you imagine having so much to give with no one to give it to? When you realize how much someone to give it to is so necessary, it humbles you to the vulnerability of knowing we all we got, we all we need. I often talked about when we in men groups about trying to get it and fighting the good fight. And there's a hero scripture that says, when you understand what matters and who matters, loving them become easy. But if you do a whole lot of things that don't matter to who matter, boy, you be wasting a whole lot of time and money for nothing. And the reality of this, there's men and women together or separate has put themselves in position to be in a secure place. For the last 20, 30 years, their reason of building their security has been for their children's, and the idea to say, I'm getting something for my children. And they lose a sense of what matters and what's important. And now they reach the pinnacle of what they call success, and their children will rather struggle and strive and go through any goddamn thing, for they call their mother and father for any help. And that's a humbling feeling right there. When everything you thought mattered ain't important. See how that work? You see how that work? I was talking to a group of men the other day, talking about a peculiar type of thing that happens in nature, dealing with the man and the woman in stages of life. Say when a man is young, he has an urge and an appetite of the beast. Slays old lady. Give it to me now. There's a particular thing in nature and the cycles of how it works. When it start hitting 40 and this libido ain't where it used to be. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He just ain't 20 and 30 no more. He got to work out. He got to do a lot of extra things to stay in the game. The game don't come easy like it used to. But in nature, she reaches a stage where the goddamn motor get to turning and turning. She say, come here. And a lot of men around this here age of 40 or so may have an episode that make them humble themselves and realize that you got to get right and pay attention. It's a new stage of life. And a soldier don't come to fight. I've talked to some men who say, man, life humbles you, bro. Good God Almighty. Life humbled the shit out of me. So life will humble you. But don't you wake up being humble every time you walk out that door. Every time your feet touch the ground. We hero training. You think the hero can pull up in the middle when he's needed and be humble? Hell no. You better be prideful, arrogant enough to say, good God Almighty, we finna win. Game over. Nothing else to talk about. You come to save me being humble. Less important. But I get why people can't be humble. When you boastful, proud, confident, you attract opposition. Like I say, you the protagonist, you the main character. The story got to have an antagonist, a villain. Somebody got to break you. I hero train every week. And then I go out here in this real world, when I break the huddle, it's time to go through things. And sometimes I fall weak moments, and I let imbecile-minded people affect me in their words when I can see right through and understand everything they doing. But I tell my wife when she getting on my ass, say, you know better than this. I say, well, baby, hey, baby, sometimes I just want to get in my feelings because I got to be human. I ain't no goddamn robot. But those are humbling moments. Anytime you realize you ain't above the bullshit, those are humbling moments. But you got to realize them moments to learn. The only people really see those moments are those that truly care about you and love you. Because on the outside of those humbling moments, you become stronger. When I talk to my children, the foundation of reason in everything I do, I got to be humble when I talk to them. But when I'm out hunting and I'm at work and I'm anywhere where I'm the honorable trial P and I'm hero training and I'm out there making a way for what's at home, I ain't got time to be humble. I ain't got time to be modest. I got to be all I can be with every breath I take, every step I make. And if you don't like it, then do something about it. And if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, then you just necessary for the movie. You just chatter in the background. You just something in somebody to make me realize how strong I am and what I need to work on. Fuck being humble for you. Fuck you think you is. And that's all they trying to figure out about you or me. Who do he think she is? Who do he think he is? I think I'm the greatest me that ever created. I wish you could see in my mind what it looked like. But I know you can't. But it looked powerful as hell. Good God Almighty. So I guess the point of this here message, man, you got to understand, that song say, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Life will humble you when you're in situations that's dealing with what matters and who matters. You realize your position in the we. And when you realize your position in the we, you realize who needs you. And you realize who you need. And you realize the importance of one another to each other. That's a humbling experience. That's the lesson of humility. Alexa, what's the meaning of humility?
The meaning of humility is having a modest opinion or treatment of oneself.
See how that works. That's when life teaches you. But when you out there in the survival world and you know everybody ain't for you and everybody in those circumstances are only there because there's a common source of what's necessary to everybody's survival, don't you be humble. You better know you're important. You better know you is just as important to your kids, to your woman, to your man, as any kids, man, woman, and children on planet Earth that has someone that shared a position. You better know that there's nobody on planet Earth more important than you are to who matter to you. And your reason for being in them situations is because they depend on you. And if a breaking come with that, then you fight your fight. Little sister, I love you. I'm going to say that shit again and again and again. I've been saying the same shit, little sister, for about 18 years. Again and again and again and again. And I ain't going to stop. I ain't going to stop because I say each one reach one, each one teach one. Out of 18 years I've been talking my talk, if it ain't but 18 people, one a year. Maybe that one a year went out and affected millions. And I believe in the power of my influence, and I ain't humble about it. Oh, this hero training shit is very, very, very important. And I'm confident, and I'm arrogant. Because I know what I'm giving. And I know what I ain't. See how that works? So why should I ever not be proud? Why should I ever? In what circumstance should I not be proud? Why should I not be honorable? My wife told me, she said, I used to think you was real arrogant. I said, why you say that? She was like, you just had a sense of confidence. See, I can see why some people don't like you if they don't know you. But when they get to know you, it all makes sense. Your arrogance is all in your confidence and commitment to how you love. You mean that shit and you know it's a value. And anybody that's real enough to get to know you, gonna feel it. She said, but I can see why some people think you arrogant and why some people tell you to humble yourself. I said, baby, but I was the MVP my whole life, baby. All I know how to do is be. And I leave it up to life to humble me. See how that works? Hold your head high. Hold your head high to the sky. Hold your head high. Hold your head high. Hold your head high to the sky. Hold your head high. They say what goes around come back around. Hold your head high because you don't want to miss what's coming back. Yeah, if you holding it down. See, all I send round is love. Expectations is the seed of disappointment. Great givers make great getters. I give. In this moment, if you're watching me now or on the replay, your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. I honor you for giving me some. I put my soul in it. The hero training is worth your attention. I put my soul in it to give you seeds of thought that you will chew on, that will lead you to your divine peace, understanding, to know what matters, who matters, how it works, so that you can work it on those around you to truly understand the power. It don't make you above nothing. It just gives you the tools to deal with shit. So shit don't break you. There's a lot of broken people out here. Say, my grass tall. Well, why you won't cut your grass? Cause my lawnmower broke. It don't work. When it's broke, it don't work. When it don't work, you will see the effects of something that depends on it. But it is broke, so it don't work. There's a lot of broken people out here that don't work. There's mothers, there's fathers that have children that's looking at them and needing them and wanting them. Their divine soul and nature says it is you that is supposed to give me what I need, but their parents are broken and it don't work. So all I do is give these seeds, man, of understanding. This ain't about what you got to do or what you need to do. It's just about thinking and having the intentions to paint the picture in your mind of what it looked like. And run the play day by day. And once you see what it looked like, don't you let nothing stop you and make you think that you ain't important. And making this thing come to be. It's real talk. You on here, give me some love, man. Because I'm finna sing up out of here. I'm finna sing up out of here like I do. Want to give a shout out, man. I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Miss Gwen. Going down the list. I love you, Miss Gwen. Thank you for your attention. Want to give a shout out to Cousin Niecy. I love you, cuz. Thank you for your attention. Want to give a shout out to my sister, Lil Eb. You already know what time it is, Lil Eb. Want to give a shout out to Lee Williams. You already know, P1. One of the realest brothers I ever met out there with his ism, man. I respect you, brother. Want to give a shout out to KB, Ricky Gillians, Taheem, you already know. Chad, you already know what time it is. And Mr. Charles Nelson, love all y'all, man. Thank you for your attention, man. Want to give a shout out to my brother Bam, man. Want to give a shout out to my brother Wood, man. Want to give a shout out to my brother Black, man. Want to give a shout out to my brother Crump, man. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Winston, man. Want to give a shout out to Blow, man. Want to give a shout out to my brother, man, Lamont, man. Want to give a shout out to L.A., man. Want to give a shout out to Lil John, man. Want to give a shout out to Dexter, man. Want to give a shout out to B.Y., man. Want to give a shout out to Big A, man. Want to give a shout out to Barbara, man. Want to give a shout out to Kamara, man. A wise man told me, say, strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men. Boy, I've been chewing on that all week, man. He say, strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men. I ain't figured it out. I'm still chewing, swallowing every chew at a time. But I know I'm a strong man, and I know my intentions is to create easy times. Easy times is when I can just take a couple of moments, a couple of 90 seconds, and smile and don't worry and think about nothing. And see the faces of those that matter smile while they worry about nothing. A strong man trying to create easy times. And I've been a man in easy times, man. Well, I ain't worried about nothing for a while there, man. And then I realized I done got out of touch and got kind of weak a little bit. And be worried about what people say. Why, say you on that weak shit? Say, hell yeah, baby. I done got relaxed in these here easy times. Ain't nobody bullshit. So in true understanding of heroism, you got to take away right or wrong, good or bad. It's about knowing how it works, knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them. Too much of anything is bad for the soul. Some people only know one form of you. And that's the only form they need to know and gonna ever know. One thing about heroism, you got to realize you're a transformer. My wife told me, she said, I don't know who the hell Travis is at work. I don't know him. I don't want to know him or give a damn about knowing him. He just better do what the hell he got to do and bring whatever he out there doing and why he doing it home to do what it's supposed to do. So that's a whole form that ain't never meant for her to see and understand. And he ain't really humble. See how that work, man? And there's people out there in that world. They ain't gonna never see the form, man. And that ain't good or bad, right or wrong. That's just about you understanding your forms and where you at in your positions at all time to know how to be, who to be, what to be, when to be, and why to be. I be telling myself about me sometimes. I be telling myself about me sometimes. People be trying me, man. Why they be trying me? Because I and myself sometimes don't be in harmony. See, sometimes I be wanting to strike. Then myself will say, calm down, man. Chill out. So, but they keep trying me. They keep trying me. I tell myself, you're more than this, man. Didn't you just talk about this last week in the huddle? Didn't you just, I just told myself this today. Didn't you just talk about tolerate And here you is acting like you can't tolerate no more. I said, God damn, I can't tolerate no more. Ready to show my fang? My wife said, you better not. You better not show your fangs. I said, but I'm a wolf. I said, I've been trying not to turn into the wolf for too long. You better tolerate it some more. Didn't you just talk about that? That's a humbling experience. That's why I'm telling you that. Had to realize I got to practice what I preach and be what I teach. Don't get no realer than that. I talk about Teen Wolf. This is some real shit. I don't know if it's off topic or not, but I'm going to say it. In the first Teen Wolf, when his daddy, Michael J. Fox, when he realized he turned into the wolf, everybody was scared of him. He's scared. He said, oh my God. He ran home and beat on he ran home and went in the bathroom. He was looking in the mirror while he turned into the wolf. Like, what am I? Oh my God, look at me. I'm a monster. Oh my God, what is happening to me? So his daddy knocked at the door. He said, open up, my son. He said, no, Dad, I'm scared. I'm scared. He said, it's all right. So his daddy, he opened up the door and he saw his daddy. And his daddy was standing there in a wolf form. And he said, Dad, you're a wolf too. He said, why didn't you tell me? He said, well, I was hoping that it skipped this generation because they say it happens. And I was just hoping that it skipped your generation because this is a heavy burden to carry when you know you have a wolf. And when the right time happens and the situation happens, your nature come out. He said, oh my God, Dad. So his daddy said, don't be scared. I'm going to teach you the ways of the wolf and how to control it and how to work it. So he began to work it and teach his son. And by Teen Wolf 2, that's when he was playing basketball. He was goddamn coming down the court, dunking it from the free throw line. Boom, everybody loved the wolf. Oh, we love the wolf, the wolf, the wolf, the wolf. So I used that analogy and that story and that movie to say that I'm the son of a gun. Ever since my mother's lover shot me, ain't nothing been able to stop me. I'm my daddy's son. I'm the young him, he the old me. He raised me to be better than he. I think he done a good job. I think he succeeded. So I try to be the best version of me, the better version that he raised me to be. But I can't deny what I am. Cousin Herbert Lee said, boy, you a bullhead just like your daddy. I take so much, I take so much, I take so much, I take so much until the hair rises and the wolf come out. Now I'm ready to go. Ain't nothing humble about the wolf. I use football to channel my wolf. I use music. I use work. I use everything that puts me in a competitive nature that I have to prove myself to channel my wolf. He can't be humble. He feeds off proving something. I'm ready to prove I will bust your ass if you keep fucking with me. See how that work? Ain't nothing humble about that. See how that work? I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I've been on this journey for 45 years. I'm growing, baby. I had some good times as well as I have shed some tears. I'm getting better and better every day. Feeling like I'm moving in the right way. It's been a long time coming. I pay my dues. I put that work in, baby. Trying to be a better me. Done damn near drove me crazy. But it was worth it, baby. 'Cause I'm a better me. I remember when I used to be a younger me. Man, if I knew then what I know now. Now I'm as wise as an old owl. Feeling young and gifted, just like a soul child. And I feel good to be me, 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 me. And I'm so proud of the man that I have grown to be, be. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. If you feel that song, do me a favor. Next time you go in the bathroom, take a shower, and you get out and you clean off that mirror and you look into your own eyes, and if you can't think of nothing to say to yourself that's powerful to empower you, then you sing that song. I made that song just for that. I love you. Hold me down.